Hey, health coaches. As a health coach, where is the best place to get resources to learn more and support your particular clients with their health challenges? This is a question I often get asked, and you would think the answer is one certain website, one certain doctor's, but I'm going to give you the real answer if you are really doing this right and really supporting your clients to the best of your ability. So the specific question that prompted this was, what is the best place for up-to-date resources when searching on the internet? As there is so much information all over, and a lot of it's conflicting too. While building content for my program for my clients, I want to be using references, resources that are evidence-based. That sounds really great. And I need to brush up on a few areas, expand on areas that I may not have learned about in my medical career, nursing school, etc., health coaching school, etc. So I'm not sure what the best resources are, if it's access to medical journals online, or if there are some other recommendations that have access to up-to-date resources. So great question. Now, on the one hand, I could say, well, if you're looking for medical journal articles, you would go to PubMed and you would search your topic. But that's not going to help your client out at all. And built in and inherent in that question is a flawed premise. Two flawed premises. One, that the answer is out there, and the other is that you are not enough. So here's the thing. When you're working in your zone of genius, your area of expertise, and you've had a track record of taking someone from point A to point B, and that could be yourself. You may have gone from overweight or suffering from an autoimmune condition to more ease, more energy, and so on. How did you do that? Either with yourself or someone else. And when you're working in your zone of genius, it doesn't necessarily matter what all the medical journals or the articles or everything else said, because in my experience, most people have tried all of that stuff and there's a missing link. And that's because the answer's not really out there. It's in here. So absolutely, always be learning more. Let your interest guide you. Look for it. Do the resonance test. You'll be able to tell, does this feel right? Does this sound right to me? And know that there's more than one answer. And different people are ready for different levels of understanding as you go through. But absolutely look at what was really at the heart of that. And the answer, in my experience, is always so much simpler. I was stunned, even though I was a medical doctor for over 25 years, when I started health coaching and sitting with people in the silence and sitting with people. At one point, I had all of my health coach clients off of their medications. I didn't explore the journals, the medical encyclopedias, it wasn't about that. It was about letting them speak their truth, get back to who they are, get more ease, have them focus on what they do want, what they do like, what is working, let them know they're not broken, let them know that they are perfect just as they are, and they're on a path of evolution to eating better, feeling better, sleeping better, just improving, getting more energy, and really looking at what works for the individual. So you want to really start and set yourself up for success by picking a niche, an area of expertise that you already know a thing or two about. If you don't know anything about a particular topic, brain surgery, you don't have any business going there. And if you do, go to medical school, become a neurosurgeon, and away you go. But if you're looking at coaching, pick areas that you are already an expert in. And every single health coach that I've coached to 6 or multiple 6-figure success, or even every health coach that I've just met, always, every adult, if you're an adult, you are an expert in something. There is something that you had to figure out, and usually the hard way. And you can make it easier for someone else. But the answer to that and how you figured it out is almost never out there in a medical research article or something like that. So know that you are enough, that it's not about getting more credentials and letters after your name. It's a cover for that feeling of feeling not enough. But stay in your lane, stay in your scope of practice, know what you're an expert in, and then absolutely not to create a program, but if you find resources like, oh, I think what I discovered was people got rid of, people who were off gluten, for example, did so much better. So then you might find a resource for here's a really great recipes of gluten-free recipes, for example. That's helpful resources, but then that's a specific question, and you'll just know, you'll be led there. And then that question becomes, where can I find a great gluten-free food store, for example? That becomes the specific question rather than how can I know more? Because that's an answer that never ends. So the answer is not necessarily in other medical journals, but always as you're evaluating research articles, doctors, new diets that come their way, new ideas about low carb, high protein, low protein, fat, whatever. As you look at that, see what feels right for you, be good for you, and then case by case, soul to soul, as you're working with clients, what is working for them? I often give the example, broccoli, super healthy food, not super for me. I used to teach about how healthy it is, but I got sick with it. So not super for me. So always you want to work with that bio-individual. What is working for that particular client? And that's where the secret sauce is. That's actually how I had my clients get off of their medications. And I didn't take them off, their doctors did. Just by sharing their story. They have a lot of stuff that's been pent up over the years. Being able to speak to someone, have someone listen to them, hear what they're saying. The answer is so much simpler. And the answer is within you and within them and not external. So there's nothing wrong with researching it, absolutely. And I love the evidence and the research and the stats that back things up. But if you're looking at how can I best help someone, it's deeper than that, and it look within rather than without. So that's how you can manage and sort and navigate all of the conflicting information. So I hope that helps. Keep on shining your light, spreading your healthy message, and most of all, be good for you.